second reading of the Complications from Abortions Annual Report Bill, Lord Moylan.
My Lords, I beg to move that this bill be now read a second time. My Lords, abortion is a generally safe procedure for women. It is not my purpose in bringing this bill forward to dispute that. Rather, the question this bill raises is how safe is it? To know that, we need statistics. But it also includes at the end certain objections to the bill expressed by the British Pregnancy Advisory Service, although they haven't in fact contacted me. And the first is that the bill exceptionalises abortion. Strangely, my Lords, I think that objection gives us a way into this debate, because abortion is indeed exceptional, in that it is the only common procedure that is made available by the NHS, but in the great majority of cases, about 80%, is provided by independent clinics, such as the... My Lords, I beg to move.
The question is that this bill be now read a second time.
Was I going to take the opportunity to explain the context of this bill and say what it is really about? And in doing so, I thank the Noble Lord Moylan for yet again giving me the opportunity to draw your Lordship's attention to the right-wing nationalist anti-gender campaign, which this bill and his previous fetal sentience bill are a part of. We have known for some time that there is an international campaign which has an overriding strategic objective of getting rid of human rights legislation and the organisations which are responsible for upholding it. On a tactical level, it has a number of different particular objectives. Anti-LGBT campaigning, and in this country that's a particular emphasis on anti-trans work. Anti-state sex and relationship education, because sex and state should have no part in teaching people's children about sex and relationships. Anti-surrogacy, and particularly anti-abortion. And people may have read and seen, most notably, the campaigns in places like Hungary and Poland. It's all about a campaign to restore the natural order, a selective reading of an interpretation of biblical order. Now, when I have said that in this chamber before, members of your Lordship's House have thrown the jibe, well, that sounds like a conspiracy theory. Well, no, actually, and we've got some growing evidence to that effect. I encourage all noble lords to go and read Project 2025. It's a very easy read. It's a very clear read. And it says what the organisations behind this, like the Heritage Foundation and the Alliance Defending Freedom, big supporters of the Conservative Party in this country, have as their agenda for the Trump administration. And it's all backed up by billions of dollars. Billions of dollars going to Africa, billions of dollars coming through to the UK, to Europe, including the UK. And it's a campaign which has evolved, just as the anti-abortion campaign has evolved from rather crude demonstrations outside of abortion clinics. It's now gone into a sort of slightly different phase. And this campaign is now setting up independent universities and colleges. They are producing evidence, research evidence. They talk using the language of rights. But all of the conclusions go back to that same objective which they have overall. It's very clever, very, very clever, and very well organised and brilliantly messaged. But it is what it is. It is a very, very cynical anti-gender campaign about destroying human rights. So this part of what this bill and this little bit part of that is about a really insidious part of this campaign. It's about challenging medical evidence, the medical evidence that doesn't suit their campaign objectives. Now, I, like other people on my side of the argument, are all in favour of collection and improvement of data. What I am not in favour of is the corruption of medical science by the production of data for a purpose. And that, I suggest, is the ultimate aim of what Lord Moylan's bill is about. And therefore, I hope that today noble lords will not be taken in by this, and that they will see this for what it is and go and work with people like the Royal College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists who want to improve the data and to make sure that our services are safe for women.